What's up, y'all? I'm Brimstone,
I'm Shatter.
and this is Something Probably.
Show where we're probably going to talk about something.
And today, we're going to kind of explain the ketogenic diet, because a lot of you guys have been asking us. So here we go. First off, a little disclaimer. We're not nutritionists, we're not scientists. We just kind of delve into it, and we're going to explain it the best we can and the best of our knowledge.
Yeah, we did a lot of research on our own, but I'm sure a lot of people know better than us.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You can talk to them. I don't know. But anyways, the gist of it is a high fat, moderate protein, and very low carbs.
And basically what it comes down to is you want your carbs between like 20 and 50. 50 if you're just maintaining your weight, want to build some muscle maybe, or just not, just want to keep looking how you're looking, 20 is where you want to start cutting, really getting that engine rolling and all that good stuff. And what you really want to do, if you're trying to cut, you want to have lower fat than would normally be necessary. So on an average one, you're going to have about, let's say you have 180 pounds of lean body mass. You're going to want around 170 grams of fat and like 150 grams of protein, depending on how much you work out, and then about 50 to 20 grams of carbs.
A lot of people argue over the amount of protein you eat. Pretty much as long as you don't eat way too much, you're not eating like over 150, like 200, 300 grams of protein, you're not going to get kicked out of ketosis like that. What it does when you eat too much protein on this diet is it activates insulin and all that business, and pretty much turns it into sugar, and it's a carb now. What the fuck?
Yeah, and that'll kick you out of ketosis. But that's only, like he said, if it's really high. On the other hand, if it's too low, then you'll start losing your body mass, your lean muscle. Yeah. And
That stuff.
and what'll happen is you'll be really tired and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And so what is ketosis? It's when you have low enough carbs to where your body starts burning fat instead of carbs. And so ketosis is the long version of keto, which we say. Ketosis is basically where your body starts producing ketones in your blood, and that's where the word comes from. And ketones are basically the identity of fat burning. Pee on these little keto strips right here and gauge where you're at with these colors. Lightest being low in keto, darkest being highest. But those are really just a gauge to show that you're actually in ketosis and you're producing ketones. That actually doesn't tell you exactly how deep you are into it. If you want to know for sure, you're going to have to test your blood with one of those little diabetic tester things. They have ketone testers.
Yeah.
And I mean, it gets a little expensive, but if that's what you want to do, go for it. As long as I see a color on there, I'm happy. I know that I'm in ketosis.
Yeah, and some people, argue that the darker the better, or if it just shows up, you're in ketosis. If there's trace amounts in it, you're in ketosis. That's what we believe. As long as it's showing up as a color and it's not like a neutral color, you're good.
Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing fine.
Good in the hood.
Mm-hmm. In that, if you're trying to cut, you have lower fat. Let's go on that last scale of 180 pounds of lean body mass. You're going to want around 100 and 120 grams of fat. And once the fat that you intake is used up, then it'll start using your body fat. And then you want to keep your protein the same. Higher if you work out, lower if you don't.
A good thing to keep in mind when you're going into this diet and all that business is something called the keto flu. It's flu-like symptoms because your body is changing fuel sources and approximately, so you're going from carbs to fats, and your body doesn't really want to do that at first, but then once it kicks into it, it's like, all right, I like fat. Fat's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that. Take that to the bank.
And a real good way to combat the keto flu is to take in electrolytes. Eat salt. Put salt on your food. You need it. And then also a good way is just to drink pickle juice, believe it or not.
Yeah.
That'll take care of muscle cramps, other cramps, ladies.
Gross.
Gross. All right, and now we'll go into some of the benefits of the ketogenic diet and lifestyle. So probably the best one for me is it lowers the insulin response. In other words, lowers your blood sugar levels and harder chance of having diabetes or, lowering your diabetic symptoms.
Yeah. It also helps fight cancer. That's what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of doctors prescribe it to cancer patients and stuff because it really it stops feeding the cancer.
Yep.
So.
Because studies show that cancer is fed by sugar, and if you take away your source of fuel, you die.
Mm-hmm.
Another good one is it raises your HDL cholesterol and regulates your LDL. Now HDL, I'm not going to get into it too much, but it's known as the good cholesterol. The good one.
The good one.
And then LDL is the bad one.
Damn.
But, you still need it, and it's still good.
And probably the best part about this diet and lifestyle is you get so much energy out of it.
So much energy!
Yeah, since your body's just eating all that fat and stuff, when you're full of it like us, you're just pump, 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 pump. You're stoked all day, fucking killing it.
Yep.
And it's just nonstop. And it really suppresses your hunger when you're on this diet. Also, is a big upside. Yeah, I've had so much hunger loss, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't think about carbs anymore, really. And I don't really think about food either.
No?
It's pretty nice. Because that fat, it really fills you up and keeps you good all throughout the day.
Yep.
And that's going to segue us into our final topic. The food tastes great. And therefore, it's a sustainable lifestyle.
Yep.
We'll go and dive into that now. Most diets, they're not sustainable, like we said in our last video. But this one, for us personally, this is just an opinion of two fat guys.
I mean, who knows more about food than two fat guys?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe three fat guys, but that's it.
Yeah. It's a real sustainable diet in the fact that the food tastes great, and it really changes your appetite and your outlook on life.
Yeah.
In general.
So you could eat all kinds of bacon. You can have like sausage and stuff, like ground lean meats and stuff like that. You probably get a little higher fat in the lean and fat ratio. About 80-20 is good.
Mm-hmm.
Got to eat some dark greens, leafy greens and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's just to keep up your macronutrients.
And that's where all your carbs should be coming, really, is through vegetables.
Yeah.
And of course, you'll have stuff like peanut butter has carbs. Search for the peanut butter that has the lowest ingredients list. I have a peanut butter right now. It's just peanuts. That's all. And it's awesome. Best tasting peanut butter ever.
Yeah. You can eat a lot of nuts on this diet also. And avocados is a big one also.
Avocados is probably the best fuel source for not only fat, because it's high in fat, it's high in monounsaturated fats, which regulates your cholesterol. So it's really good for you.
And they taste great with a little dash of hot sauce and a little bit of salt on there.
I think you're too fat for that still.
The salt guy.
I got that.
All right, okay, just making sure. And last topic we're going to touch on is some people like incorporating refeed days or carb days, as they're known to a lot of people. Those are really good. We haven't personally delved into too much of that, but I've read a lot about it, seen a lot of videos about it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't like them. Majority of people do like them because they work. What it does is you eat your carbs. Try to stay about 350 to 500 so you're not like spilling over. But what it's doing is refueling your muscles to get that pump in again, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And then it kind of like resets the whole thing. You get knocked out of ketosis a lot of times for maybe a day, maybe 2 days tops.
Yeah, and if you're already in ketosis, then don't worry about getting knocked out because it'll be pretty simple to get back into it if you know what you're doing already.
Yeah.
And the refeed days, the carb days, you know, moderation is key, especially if you have history of weakness on cheat days, as we spoke about last time.
Yeah. The best way to do a refeed day is keep it clean. Brown rice, broccoli, sweet potatoes, stuff like that.
That's not saying that's what we're going to be eating on our refeed days, and that's far into the future. Right now we're sticking to this, and until we actually hit a plateau, we'll probably not do a refeed day.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
But with that, we're going to wrap it up for today. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share our videos if you want to see more, and we really appreciate it.
And go and check our Instagram and, you know, share our Instagram post as well if you'd like.
And if anybody has any questions or anything, feel free to email us or message us.
Yes.
And we'd love to hear some of your weight loss stories or whatever have you. But
anyways, thanks a lot, guys. This was something probably.
dude, say something cool.
Something cool.